boys, ladies and gents, welcome to episode 50. 50.
50.
My boy Grant here. But before we get started, get that posture up. Put them fucking shoulders back. Grab a little refreshment. Let's get started.
So I'm stealing this.
Anyway.
What you drinking over there?
It's water.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were celebrating.
I'm bougie. No.
We know that.
But first things first, I want to shout out everyone who continues to watch this. Appreciate you. If you're new, go hit that subscribe button. I think I'm almost to 50, which was my goal for the whole year. So
50 subscribers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So
Congrats.
hopefully, thanks. We're also crazy 50th episode, almost at 50 subscribers. Let's go. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. First things first, fight recap this weekend.
Big fight week this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty fire, actually. There was a lot of shit that happened. All I know is I definitely got a lot of shit to work on. We'll say that first. But Grant was a little scared coming over. He thought I was going to fucking knee him.
Yeah, I made sure high hands, and make sure I'm aware of my surroundings.
But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I think I was just like kind of in the flow state, to be honest.
You look like it.
Yeah, I mean, I hit him with that two, that right hand, and I knew after I hit him with that, I knew he wanted to shoot, and then I feinted, and when he feinted, he gave me the reaction that I wanted, and I was like, okay, and then I threw it, and
you threw it no hesitation.
Yeah,
that was the smoothest transition to the knee and then into the hammer punches. I was like, that's different. Even just like a couple fights ago, you like hesitated and
yep.
No, you were.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. It was fun. I did feel a little bad, like hitting him afterwards. I get that. I do and I don't, because like if it was me, he would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
You know. But I also was like, it's also like, he was out cold.
Yeah.
So it's like.
That's why the ref's there.
Yeah. But the ref was like nowhere near. Like he had to run all the way across the cage.
He wasn't even in the video at all.
Yeah. Like no, he wasn't. After I just he was not in the video. But I went back and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, obviously, I did my fucking job, and that's what they told me, too. They were like, nah, dude, you're good.
Yeah.
You did your job. But
respectful thing, though.
Yeah. I always try to be respectful, especially if,
you punch
they're not dickheads. Yeah, if they're not a dick, then I'm going to be, But before, I called it.
Second round.
Mystic motherfucking Mac.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, they asked me what my prediction was. I said I think I finish him in the second. The dude said, "Do you know with what?" I said, "About whatever I want."
This would have been the time to call the knee, like you had been.
I know, dude.
But still, that's badass. Anything I want.
Yeah.
Everything you got.
Yeah. He was pretty his wrestling in top pressure was better than I thought it was gonna be. So at the end of the first, he was like. He finished on top. He was in my guard, and he was like, "God damn, Hayden, you're stronger than I thought you were."
Yeah.
So he was cool. Like,
how much of the fight was on the ground? I didn't really see
the whole first round.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like all your.
I was such a dumbass. I went out and I literally saw it in his eyes. I was like, this motherfucker wants to catch a kick. So what did I do? I threw 3 kicks in a row.
Right off the bat.
Literally. I threw a teep, a spinning back kick, and then I threw a roundhouse kick. I was like, and then he caught it and took me down, and I was like, you're a fucking dumbass. I was like, why would you do that? But, I mean, it's a little different when you're in those high-pressure situations. Like,
it's not as easy to think about.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Which it was just kind of annoying because it was like.
especially when you love your leg, love your kicks.
Yeah, but I literally knew, like, I knew, like, in my head, I noted it. I was like, okay, this motherfucker wants to catch a kick. And he did. So, but either way, he struggled to take me down, but, I mean, I fucked up. I didn't fight for an underhook where I should have.
Little things you get better at.
Yeah. You just gotta, that's the thing, though, is, like, there's some people that you gotta learn from the wins as much as you learn from the losses.
Yeah, because you won by doing something good with your knee, you shouldn't really focus on the knee. You should focus on the underhook and all that.
Right. Yeah. Like, I think that's a big mistake that a lot of people make is like they just, I won, like it was a crazy highlight, and then they just leave it at that. And it's like, no, like that could happen in the first round, but you fucked up.
But you threw 3 leg kicks and
exactly,
and
like,
he caught him.
Yeah, like, so there's always something to improve on. But
now you got 2 belts.
Yeah. I don't know why, like, I brought the one belt to the venue, and Malo was like, you know you get to keep that, right? I was like, well, if I fucking lose, I don't want it.
Yeah, for real.
So, but I mean, I get it. Like, suppose, I didn't know that. I guess, even in the UFC, like, if you lose the belt, you get to keep it. They have another belt.
Yeah, they have in WWE too. They have a show belt and they have a TV belt and they have a personal belt. So you win the belt, and that's the one you carry around like home and stuff. But then once you're on TV, they give you like a brand new like shiny one.
Oh, okay.
And the UFC's like that too, where they have a
yeah.
TV belt and like one Sean Strickland can like cut in half.
Like, so the one that they put on you is the TV belt.
Probably, and then I assume you just keep that, and then they make a new TV belt.
Okay, so it's basically like they just buy a new belt each fight. Would make sense.
That's what I would think.
Okay. Yeah. Did you watch?
And it just gets like passed down. Yeah. What's up?
Did you watch the UFC 307?
No.
Alex versus Khalil.
No, I didn't even know what was happening. I was doing so much, but
it was.
Alex won.
Yeah, It was a very good fight. I mean, Khalil was doing his job. Like, Khalil was doing very good.
Khalil
Roundtree. That dude's a savage.
Mm-hmm.
But he, like, 4th round?
Damn.
I mean, he was doing good. It was just, he was kind of busting him up a little bit. Which, I mean, I guess I understand. But, I mean, Alex Pereira's really fucking good.
Yeah, he's on an insane run right now. He's had, like, 4 fights in, like, a year time or something like that? Or, like, a year and a half or something stupid?
It's crazy. I think...
He's, like, fighting more out of anyone else and just winning more than anyone else.
Yeah.
And fighting, like, the top... all the best people.
Like, what did they say? I think it was, like, he's had 8 title fights or some shit. It was a
8 title fights, and he only has, like, 10?
Let me look it up. It was...
No, he's one of my favorites. Just because he fights so much, really.
Yeah, like, he's so fucking active. It's crazy.
And for as old as he is, he's like 36.
Yeah.
I thought, when I first learned about him, I thought he was like 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised that he had like a whole kickboxing career and all that. I was like, this guy's really good right now.
Yeah. So he has... He has 10 UFC fights. 10 UFC fights. 7 title fights. 6 title wins. And all of them are finishes.
Oh my.
Oh, I guess split decision against Jan. But, like, he KO'd Sean Strickland. That wasn't a title fight. Never mind. Sorry. He KO'd Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to Izzy. Fought Jan. Oh, shit. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's got 6 title fights, 5 title wins, and they're all within, like, that was in...
Was the Izzy fight the first title one?
Yeah, so he fought Izzy the first time, knocked him out, and then the second one he lost by KO. And then he moved up, fought Jan, so then he could fight for the title. And then he fought Yuri, knocked out Yuri, fought Jamal Hill, knocked out Jamal Hill, fought Yuri again, knocked out Yuri again, and then he just fought Khalil and knocked out Khalil. But
And all of those fights have happened since I've started watching, which has only been 2 years.
So it was like his first title fight was in November of 2022. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's had 6 fights, and 5 of those are title fights since then.
That's ridiculous.
So he's already had 3 fights in 2024, and it's October. He might fight again in this year.
Maybe. Did he get? You said he got pieced up. Did he get pieced up or?
He didn't get
Khalil.
I mean, Khalil Roundtree was landing some big shots.
Yeah.
But he actually dropped Alex.
Oh really?
It kind of looked like he slipped, and maybe he did, but I think he threw a question mark kick, and he kind of he missed, or Alex Pereira threw a question mark kick and missed, and he kind of slipped. But when he slipped, Khalil Roundtree smacked him with a right hand, and so it kind of dropped him. It wasn't like he straight up clean dropped him.
Yeah, he was off balance already, and
no. But I mean, Khalil did really fucking good. I mean, Khalil was ranked 8th, I think, in the division, fighting Alex Pereira. But just seeing how fucking scary Alex Pereira is, because there was times in the fight where Khalil was cracking him, and he was just fucking moving forward. I was like, bro, I couldn't imagine cracking this dude 4 or 5 times in a row.
Giving him all you got.
Yep, he's just in your face. Bro.
Stone face, just
no emotion whatsoever. Yeah, that dude's fucking scary. But
I did not see the fights, but I saw the ending of the Cowboys-Steelers game. Did you see that at all? It went till 1 in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a weather delay.
Uh-huh.
Started at 9:45. But Steelers got pieced up by Jalen Tolbert. Not even CeeDee Lamb.
No, really?
Yeah. Last 2 plays they gave it to Jalen Tolbert, who's their wide receiver 3.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys won.
Cowboys won, yeah, last minute.
Oh shit. I think my brother sent me I don't follow NFL football that much, so I didn't really know what was going on. But he sent me a picture, and it was a ticket of the Steelers Cowboys. So I think he might have been saying I went to this game.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, I thought it was next week, 2 weeks from now.
Cool, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's sick. He said literally he got them for free, and all he had to do was wear Steelers shit.
Yeah, so he must know someone with season tickets or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
No, that's cool. You should ask him how
should.
late it was.
I should text him.
They played games from 9 in the morning till 1 in the morning the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a London game today, or a London game on Sunday morning, and then it went till Monday 1 in the morning for the late game.
I did see something the other day that said there's gonna be football on every single day for the next month and a half.
Yeah, we're deep in football season now.
Well, who's gonna be fucking playing on Tuesday, Wednesdays?
I think don't FBS don't let the really small schools play on Tuesdays and shit.
Yeah, they might.
In college, they play on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I know the MAC does that every once in a while. I swear.
Yeah, I have seen that too. Yeah, you're right.
And then Thursdays NFL, Fridays high school, Saturdays college.
Yeah.
Sundays NFL, Monday NFL.
Yep. Yeah.
Speaking of college football, do you know Ashton Jeanty, that Boise State running back?
Oh, yes.
Have you seen his stats recently?
Uh-uh.
Oh, my God. You should look him up.
What's his name?
Ashton.
I'll just look up Boise State.
Yeah.
The first thing that popped up. Boise State running back stats.
So he's got 1,600. It's 5 games in. He already has over 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. I saw a comparison to the last 3 running backs to win Heisman.
Dude, holy fuck.
The last 3 running backs to win Heisman at this point would have had... Derrick Henry had 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. And this guy has double and triple the stats.
He has 25 less yards than their quarterback.
Passing?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Their quarterback's at 1,056. He's at 1,031.
He's gonna be nice.
Let's see. Holy fuck, dude! He's got more touchdowns than him too.
Yeah,
Quarterbacks threw for 10 touchdowns. He has 16.
He averages like 8 or 9 yards a carry.
10.9.
10.9. It's up. Oh my god. He had a quote come out. He could have left Boise State to go get a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, I want to do that. He's like, I want to do it here. He's like, my legacy's better than all that money, which is a fire thing to say.
Yeah, that is pretty badass.
Not many people are like that anymore, especially in college football.
Yeah. Now it's like now they're basically fucking pros,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Well, did you see all that shit? I know you saw it, but all the shit with the UNLV.
I was just gonna bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Like
4-0 start. They didn't receive their 100K. The quarterback didn't receive 100K. And then I don't know if you saw, a casino was like, hey, we'll pay to bring you back. And the school was like, no.
The school said no?
The thing I saw said the school said no. They wouldn't accept the money. And then
Dude,
because
they're fucking themselves hard.
literally, like what? Why would you say no? It's the dumbest thing you can do in life is say no to money.
Yeah, like so you're gonna say no to a fucking casino giving you 100 G's?
Yeah.
How stupid are you? Well, they're toast because the rest no one's gonna go there.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The running backs are transferring too. Their starting backfield's gone.
Yeah, and no one's gonna commit there.
No, because you broke that trust.
That's tough. I did see everyone was saying like literally the best thing you could have done was been like, okay, we fucked up, and then just pay them what you said you were gonna pay them.
Yeah, find the money somewhere. Get it from a casino.
Oh, that's so fucking stupid. That's hilarious. I mean, people like that's really dumb.
Yeah, the owner was like, we really value football in this city. Like, we really want to appreciate our football team and all that. And I was like, they said no.
I mean, why would you guarantee someone $100,000 and not pay them that?
Yeah, like, they're going to eventually want the money.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not like it's before the NIL days where it's like, oh, haha, you're here now. And you can't say anything about the money because...
Yeah, and the transfer rules are different. So they can just bounce.
And you can just openly talk about, hey, these people screwed me.
Yeah, and social media is huge now, so it's like, dude, no one is going to want to go there.
No.
That's crazy.
I'd like to see how they do in the future.
Yeah, we should look at their recruiting status next year.
Dead last.
It probably will be. But I have heard some shit like there's been I mean, I've seen people complain about how this NIL, this money shit is fucking up the recruiting, and somebody responded back to them and was like, "What the fuck you talking about, dude? There was 3 top 10 teams that just lost this week. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, Bama,
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee was ranked that high?
Yeah, I think they were 4th.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And they lost to Vanderbilt, right?
Bama lost to Vanderbilt.
Then they lost to Arkansas.
Bama gave up more points in the first half of that game than Nick Saban did his whole career to Vanderbilt.
Oh, no.
His whole career combined score was like he gave up 13 points to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that's
and they
crazy.
gave up 23.5 and like 40 to end the game.
That's crazy. I did want to talk about like the art of being able to like enjoy the uncomfortableness like going into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like sitting in the back, I was just sitting there and I had to tell myself, okay, just enjoy being this fucking nervous, like enjoy these emotions. Because I mean,
because you know it's gonna go away.
Exactly. Well, that and like when you're 60 years old, you would cut your fucking leg off to come back to being able to compete in front of people like that.
Yeah.
So, just being able to enjoy it, staying in the moment, and just like feeling all the emotions. Like there was a bunch of crazy shit that happened, and this whole camp has been part of like essentially just practicing being stoic. Like okay, like something dumb will happen, and just being like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, so, I mean, there was just so many things that happened that were just so fucking annoying that I had to just be like, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna let it affect my mental. But right before I picked that R&P song to walk out to. This guy comes back. This baby, dude. I wanted to fuck this dude up, but I had to just like I said, I had to tell myself like, no, fuck it, who cares? Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Just feel the emotions that I'm feeling right now, and then
Next thing.
Yeah, but so he comes back and he's like, hey, do you guys have another song for Hayden? We couldn't find that song. I was like, that song is like extremely popular.
Super popular.
But okay, and so I said, all right, Safe House remix by Big X. The guy leaves. Sitting there. Dude comes back 2 minutes later. What was the song again? Everyone in the locker room goes, Safe House remix by Big X the Plug. He comes back 2 minutes later and says,
no way.
What was that song again? I'm not fucking with you.
No.
He comes back and says, what was that song again?
He's pranking you.
I was watching the fight. Those were the exact fucking words.
Yeah, I'd have punched him straight in his fucking face.
I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding? I just looked up, and Gary looked at me, and he turns around. He goes, just pick anything by Big X the Plug. Just Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
He leaves and fucking comes back.
No.
And Malo just like got up and went out there, and he ended up picking like Staying Alive, which is a fire
Staying
song.
Alive.
Bees Gees.
The Bee Gees?
Yeah, that one.
You went out to that?
Yeah,
oh, that's fire.
That's what I walked out to. It was gas.
No, yeah, that's the right choice.
Uh-huh. But I was just like appalled. But like it helped me. I was just like, yep, whatever. Is what it is. I don't really care.
Yeah, you were being tested.
Yep, literally. And then we get into the cage. They walk both of us out.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like I had said before, like, the moment that moment when everybody is, like, they do the announcement and then everybody's leaving the cage and they're waiting. Like, the ref is staring at the people waiting for them to lock the door. That moment is fucking terrifying because it's, like, it's just a split second. That moment stands. It's, like, time just stops. And you're just staring at this dude knowing, like, you guys are about to fuck each other up. So it's, like, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, I can imagine. Or
We
I
were
couldn't
there.
imagine, really.
Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling you can't really explain. But we were there for, like, 10 minutes. I'm not fucking with you. Because
For everyone to get out?
No, we like, everybody left, they locked the door, and we're just staring at each other like this. For 10 minutes, probably. It was at least 5 minutes. At least.
Why did it take so long?
They were waiting for the doctor. I was like, why the fuck did you walk us both out then?
Why is the doctor not there 30 minutes early?
Because he was, like, checking on somebody, like, in the back. I was like, why the fuck did you walk both of us out then? Like, you should have just waited for the doctor to be by cage side, then walk both of us out.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
But, I mean, it was weird. So I'm just sitting there staring at him. He wouldn't look at me. He looked at me for a minute.
Oh, you know you won.
And then he looked away.
Oh, you know you won.
And I get down on all fours usually, and I just stare at him. Well, the ref was in my way, so I moved over so I could see him. But it was a pretty intense moment. But it was sick. I mean,
what'd you wear to walk out?
This.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I walked out to these glasses too. I had these glasses on. It was sick.
Yeah, that's a whole vibe.
Yeah, it was.
Staying alive and all that.
Yeah. It was pretty badass. I wanted to walk out, like, I wanted to fight in some pink shorts, but I couldn't find any that, like, were decent, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
You're now, what's your record now?
4-1.
4-1.
I feel like it's gonna be kind of hard to get me fights now because I'm gonna be 4-1 with 3 KOs.
It was already hard enough to get fights for your 0-1 or 1-1.
Yeah. No, I was 1-0.
Or 1-0.
I was 0-0, and no one would fight me.
Yeah. Somebody will be brave enough. Hopefully.
But
you want to fight in Kentucky or Ohio next?
I don't know. Somebody commented on on the video I posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
They said, "How the fuck is this legal in amateurs?"
No, for real.
I was like,
It was brutal.
so I had two people say that. Somebody commented on the video, and then somebody DM'd me and was like, "Was that a pro fight?" And I was like, "Nah, dude. Kentucky's wild. They don't give a fuck."
No, they do not.
They don't care. Literally, the only thing they don't care about, or the only thing that they do care about, is like elbow into the face, which I completely understand. Because like a knee's just gonna knock you out. But like
elbows cut.
yeah, elbow's gonna split you open. And like the commissioner was saying one time that it was like he was explaining it, and he explained it really well. Like you open a dude up really bad, and then you allow him to continue to get opened up like that as an amateur, like you're gonna ruin his career before it even gets started. Because he's just gonna be like Nick and Nate Diaz. Like anytime he gets touched, it's just gonna bust open.
Yeah.
So
with all the scar tissue, right? That's why that happens.
Yep. Because it doesn't like go back as easy. Like if you get cut once, it'll be fine. But like if you get cut there and it like splits it open, and then it heals, and then it gets split open again, it's gonna be so easy to just like you touch that and it just opens up. So yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of issues I had to deal with like leading up to the fight though. I had a couple injuries that was like in the back of my head. I was like, something you just had to be like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go out there and do what I do anyway. So it was fun. I enjoy it. What else did you do this weekend?
So, I couldn't make it down to Kentucky, but I went to Iowa versus Ohio State, which was a very fun game. Slow start, 7-0 in the first half. Only 7 points scored for Ohio State.
So Ohio State, I saw it was 7-0, but I couldn't remember who was winning.
Yeah, we scored decently quick, and then it was just like super ugly the first half. Second half, we come out. I think we got ball first. We score. They get ball. Fumble immediately. We scored again. So 5 minutes in the half, it's like, or into the third quarter, it's already 21-7 or 21-0, whatever it is.
So
ended 35-0.
Was it, or was it 35-7?
Or 35-7.
I was gonna say I thought it looked.
I don't care about Iowa. Okay. I'm just playing.
Did they? Their defense is like notorious for being really good, though, right?
Yeah, last year they usually have good defensive players come to the draft, and then last year they were like the best.
Yeah,
the best defense. They literally win games like 3-0.
Just based on defense.
Yeah, like 6-3. But
that's
really,
crazy.
Really, the highlight of the game was highlight of the team. Jeremiah Smith might be the greatest receiver,
dude.
Might be the best receiver to come out of Ohio State.
Every fucking week, it's like Jeremiah Smith, one-headed grab. Jeremiah, like
he's a true freshman, and he's already like second all time in touchdowns by a true freshman, behind like Chris Carter, Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's only it's not that far in the season, and he's got like
week
7,
4?
I think.
Week 4.
Might be, yeah.
They
4 or 5.
Marshall, Akron, Western Michigan, and Iowa.
Sounds right.
I think. Yeah, that's crazy. It's literally every week, bro. I see some fucking.
He does something stupid, something crazy.
Yeah, every week it's like insane Jeremiah Smith one-handed grab for a touchdown. Like, what the fuck, dude? This dude's on some shit.
It was like the prettiest ball I've ever seen too. Will Howard drops back, throws it, left corner end zone, and the ball just floated. And the whole time you just see Jeremiah Smith like fighting, and he just sticks his arm out, and it just, boop, touchdown, crazy.
That's sick. I'm excited to see like.
Quinshon Judkins also had a good game. Travion Henderson had a good game.
I like that guy, Quinshon Judkins. Well, he's from K-State, right? He transferred.
Ole Miss.
No, Will Howard.
Oh, yeah, I think Kansas State.
Okay.
He no, it's gonna take a dark turn. I thought someone about had their football career ended on the field by Quinshon.
Oh, really?
He's running full speed, wide receivers blocking downfield, and the defender like sheds him right last second, and he's already like kind of low because he's in the block. He's like low.
Mm-hmm.
He sheds him, and Quinshon just lowers his head into him at the same time. I'm pretty sure dude's head like went in like that, like he got smacked down because he immediately went down, went on his back, and then the whole time everyone stopped. Like they brought people out, and he started like stretch his neck out and all that. For a second, I thought he was like
done,
he got done,
yeah.
but he walked off the field, so he's good. But it was a scary hit.
Those are scary, dude. That always like makes me feel bad for people. Like,
but Quinshon's so strong.
They're just out there doing what they do, and then
one little turn, like one little flip.
Yeah. It's crazy. I literally have a tooth mark in my knee.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, it actually hurts. My knee's a little swollen. But his face is probably a little swollen.
Yeah, he got the worst of that.
Yeah, I'd say. He told me that he didn't remember any of the second and like going to the corner at the end of the first, which makes sense. That I guess that happens when you get flash knocked out like that. But I mean, their coaches are good people. He's good people, so hopefully it's all right. He'll bounce back.
Yeah, he'll be good.
My mom said she felt so bad for him, and I was like, I do too. But at the end of the end of the day, like that's what you sign up for. That you know the risks. So
if you're going in the cage and you're not thinking you're gonna get knocked out, like if you're not fine with being knocked out, then you're not in the right.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place, buddy. Right? Yeah, exactly. But other than that, it was, good fight.
Good business trip.
Yeah, good business trip. What else was I going to say?
What else did we do? Went to Detroit.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you about that.
I went to Detroit to see Pistons versus Bucks preseason game. I think the first game. Who do you think won?
I'm going to say the Bucks.
Pistons won.
Really?
So, Giannis wasn't playing and Chris Middleton weren't playing.
Okay.
Fair enough. But we got Dame Dalla. He shows up always. He's a dog. He'll play no matter what.
I love that guy.
No, I do too. That's the second time I've seen him, and Giannis hasn't played both times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he just cooks. He takes all of his shots. He makes it. It looks like a video game. The way he moves and shoots.
Mm-hmm.
Really good game, though. It was pretty close. Crowd gets into it. Have you ever been to Little Caesars Arena in Detroit?
I haven't, because when did they get the new stadium?
Like 2018, I think. 2017, 2018.
I think I went to the Palace.
Really?
Yeah, because I think I watched LeBron when he played for the Heat, when he played the Pistons.
That would have definitely been.
Yeah, they had
Palace.
Andre Drummond and
mm-hmm.
Who else did they have?
Drummond, maybe Billups came back.
Yep. I forget who else.
Was Tayshaun Prince still there?
Yep. I think, did they have...
20...
Didn't they have another big guy? They had two big dudes?
Greg Monroe.
Yes, they had Greg
Monroe. I love Greg Monroe.
Andre Drummond. They had both of them.
Speaking of big men, pause. Greg Oden was at the game, at the Ohio State game.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the crowd somewhere. I was trying to take a picture, but they took him off too quick. I love Greg Oden.
I know. That kind of sucks.
Go back to the game real quick. They also brought out like the 1970-something championship team. Just a bunch of old guys walked out. They're all like 60, 70 years old.
Yeah, that's sick. That's what I mean, though. Like, sometimes you, like, take fucking all these little moments for granted, but I bet every single one of those old dudes are like, damn, dude, I wish we could be playing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they probably still watch every weekend.
Yep.
Get just as into it, just like, oh, I could do that. I wish I could have done that.
Yeah. And that's what I mean, like, just enjoying every little moment. Like, being in the moment, not thinking about 10 minutes, like, just enjoying all of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key.
Really is.
But, yeah, dude, I love Damian Lillard.
But with the Pistons game, I don't know how it was in the Palace anymore. It's a vibe.
Really?
They got cushioned seats. They're playing rap 24/7.
Oh, that's
even during the game, there were like beats and like it's so fun to be there. Everyone's dressed up super nice. The pizza's great.
Yeah.
But like when they get into it, when the fans in Detroit get into it, they start rallying. That's what happened, and they were like close game first half, As soon as they started making a couple threes, Detroit, everyone started standing up, yelling, screaming. Like
That's cool.
they really get into it, and the team really feeds off of it.
That's cool.
It's really cool to see.
That would be so crazy to play in front of that many people. Like,
Put basketball in front of
anything, like just that many people watching would be crazy. So, yeah, that's sick. I mean, I think that's really what separates like college sports from like pro sports. Is like
atmosphere.
Like the fans don't really get into it as much for whatever reason.
They just, I don't know.
I think it's both. I feel like there's not as much energy from the player standpoint in pro settings versus college, and then the fans feed off of that energy, and then it's like just a cycle, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I feel like once you're a professional, you're expected to do certain things, so it makes it less fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I expect Damian Lillard to go out there, drop 30 points. Anything less, and I'm like, all right, what are you doing, buddy? That's your job.
Right. But if a college dude goes out there and puts up 30, it's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who's this guy?
Putting
Like
up 30, like, yeah. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars to do that.
Well, there is a different atmosphere. That's why I love. It's the one thing that's good about where we live is Detroit. All is super good. Always, they get super into all their sports.
Yeah.
Cleveland's the same exact way. Cincinnati's kind of a bunch of cupcakes, low key. When their teams are doing bad, dead silent. When their teams are doing good, they talk the most shit.
Yeah. I actually at the very end, or after the fights, you have to like come out of the cage, and they give you, like, they check all your shit, make sure you're all right. Well, the doctor, I was wearing the jersey, and he goes, "Ooh, Lakers! He's like this like little Asian dude, and he was like, "Oh, Lakers! I used to live in L.A." And I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Do you like watching the Lakers? You like watching Kobe?" He said, "Yeah, I love watching Kobe." He's like, basically said it's such a tragedy that he died and all this stuff. I was like, "Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe." But I thought that was pretty cool, like seeing how.
Yeah, L.A., the Lakers and the Rockets are like the two biggest in like China or Chinese Americans and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. All the way from L.A., huh?
Yeah.
I had someone text me randomly a couple weeks ago. No number. They were just like, "Who are you?" Or no, they said, they were like trying to ask for an update. I'm like, "I don't know who you are. Do you know what this phone is?" Apparently, some random person who does cosmetics in L.A. texted my number.
Miss fucking one little number and then.
Must have, or the whole area code would have been off.
True, yeah.
But then, I don't know, talked to them, and they were like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 21, and then they never responded back. I've texted them back every couple of days.
Maybe it was a pedophile trying to.
Probably.
Trying to get. I had that happen to me one time. It was like. This lady texted me. She's like, "I'm so and so. Is it okay if I give?" It was a little cat, little ass kid. It was a little ass kid.
Oh.
She was like, "Is it okay if I give such and such a snack?" And then gave him like this, and I was like, "I think you got the wrong." And it was some shit food too. It was like cookies or something. And I said, "Wrong number, but I think you'd be better off giving him some good organic cheese and maybe some good crackers or something." I said, "Maybe some fruit."
Dropping some life advice on a random person.
She was like, "LOL, sorry about that." I said, "No worries." It was fucking funny. But, yeah.
Think they listened?
No, fuck no. Should have, though. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Give that fucking kid diabetes before they even get a chance to choose to have diabetes. But yeah.
Anyways, we got insomnia cookies last night.
Yeah. Good ass segue.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not eat great. I mean, on the way back, I think I ended up having Wendy's. You know Wendy's has Cinnabon now? Yeah. I bet.
Not the one in Perrysburg.
Best believe I fucking got that shit.
That sounds good as fuck.
Yeah, they have like a little cinnamon roll from Cinnabon. I was like,
First Taco Bell, now Wendy's.
yeah, I'm like, let me get a little frosty. Give me that Cinnabon
Kind of frosty.
chocolate.
Valid. Did you see they have a Krabby Patty at Wendy's?
What?
They have a Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's.
Damn, if I knew that, I probably would have got that. Fuck.
You should have. I got that last night in Perrysburg.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nothing special.
Yeah.
All you do is you just get fries, you get a burger, and it's literally just a normal burger, except it has some sauce on it. I don't even know what it is. They didn't explain it.
Oh.
And then the only thing that's special is you get a pineapple frosty. I don't know if you like pineapple.
Ooh. Have you tried it?
I did.
Is it good?
So the way they did it is they must have put vanilla in, and then they just had like a squeeze bottle of pineapple flavoring.
Pineapple.
The way the girl did it, she just like put it all in the bottom of the cup, and then must have put the shit on top. You're supposed to stir it yourself. Well, I had most of it, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. It's like a light pineapple flavor.
And then
I mixed it, ate it, and I was like, this is literally tastes like SpongeBob's.
That's crazy.
SpongeBob's house right there. But the burger was really good.
Yeah.
I was like, but there's nothing special. I was like, do you guys have like an extra, like a bag or something? Or like, you guys have anything I could keep to have it? And they're like, no, it's just a Frosty.
That's stupid.
Not even like a special Frosty cup or nothing. Literally just
regular Frosty.
Pineapple
Yeah.
juice, and they just 25 years of SpongeBob.
That's so funny.
Celebrating.
You'd think they would have like a... Yeah. Then yesterday, I think we had some homemade pizza, which is pretty good. All organic stuff. We had...
Your little margarita pizzas you make?
Yeah. We threw some olives on there this time, though. It was pretty good.
Green or black?
Green.
Oh.
Green olives, green peppers, red onion.
Green peppers, red onions.
Then, then some basil. Basil's fire on pizza.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm going to have you make me a pizza.
I will. It was a little weird with like the green olives, but it gave it a good flavor. It was pretty fucking good. What else we have?
I do not like olives.
Either?
No.
They're good. They're like an acquired taste. But Kayla likes all her shit like super like tiny, like pieces like this big, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to fucking get over this shit. I'm so tired. Like, you want like the tiniest. Like when she cuts chicken, the chicken is like this big, and I'm like, bro, you're supposed to fucking taste
Eating
it.
Shredded chicken.
Yeah, I'm like, you're supposed to fucking taste it. Like, what is going on?
You're supposed to have a bite of it. It's supposed to be
And then,
bite
like,
size.
yeah, like whenever we put like shit on pizza, it's always like shit's just spaced out. So I'm like, bro, this stuff's supposed to be like filled with flavor. Like that's the point of adding these things.
Yeah, to fill in the space.
Yeah, like,
especially on a pizza like that, because you only have like the cheese, like.
Yeah.
So you really have to make like every bite count.
Yeah.
Fill this out at least.
I'm not trying to eat sauce and bread. Like, we're eating pizza for a reason. Like,
yeah, for the cheese and the toppings.
Yeah. So, let me read this quote here real quick. This is a good quote. It says
Who's it by?
I'll say it at the end.
Okay.
The degree to which a person can grow is directly proportional to the amount of truth he can accept about himself without running away. This is by Lalande Val van de Waal. Fire fucking name right there, boy.
Yeah, his parents cooked with that one.
Yeah, they did. They said, let's name him Lalande Val van de Waal.
Got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it does. That's got to be French or something.
Van de Waal. Yeah, you're probably right. Somewhere around there.
This is good. It says, implement this morning routine for the next 90 days and become a beast by 2025. I think it's a thread, but whatever.
Like Instagram threads?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's like a thread on Twitter.
Oh.
There's 5 of them. Number 1. The quality of your day is determined before you wake up. Don't drink caffeine past 11. Stop eating at 11 a.m., that is. No caffeine past 11 a.m. Stop eating at 8 p.m. Turn your screen off at 9 p.m. Journal, meditate, and read, and then go to bed at 10. 2. Use nights for input. Books, Netflix, and Twitter. Use mornings for output, lifting, writing, and deep work. That's pretty good. 3, go on a walk within the first hour of waking. It'll set your circadian rhythm, oxygenate your brain, and set the tone for the rest of the day. 4, if you can write 2 pages, write 1. Or if you can't write 2 pages, write 1. If you can't work out 60 minutes, work out 20. If you can't meditate 20 minutes, meditate 5. Reinforce the habit of showing up. And last, believe in your heart and soul that you are capable of big things. The only thing that is standing in your way is yourself. Remove your glass ceiling. That's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like it should be common sense, but it's not, I guess. That your mornings are kind of determined by what you do the night before.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, like, obviously you're not going to be fucking perfect, like, every night you're going to bed at 10, but if you're, somewhat within that range of doing good shit, good habits, then you're going to be straight. But
yeah, the best I've ever felt is when I was sleeping by literally going to bed by 12, like almost exactly at 12, and then waking up at like 8.
Yeah, well, and like a lot of these help things. Here, let me pull my Twitter back up real quick, cause
X, you gotta call it X.
Yeah, fuck.
Elon Musk did not spend $4 billion to change the name
for my fucking ass
for you. For you to think you're too cool for it.
I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it was kind of like... So some people have, like, different... Some people, their archetypes are different. So there's some people that are more productive and they feel better going to sleep at, like, 9 p.m. and getting up at 4 or 5. Some people do better going to bed at 12 and getting up at 8. Mm-hmm. And some people feel like their body...
4 a.m. to...
Yeah, exactly. Like, some people just have different...
cycles, basically.
Yeah, like their archetypes.
Wired different.
Yeah. Let me find it.
Yeah, I know people all types of sleep schedule.
Yeah.
They all do pretty well for themselves.
Here, match your work to your body's natural rhythms. Lions usually crush it early. Bears are mid-morning. Wolves are late afternoon, and dolphins are fucking weird or special.
What's your sign? What are
I feel like I am. Okay, let's go through them and we'll see which one.
Because I'm a Leo, which means I'm a fire, and lions are all connected.
Okay.
Which makes sense because I like getting up early.
This says lion percentage of people is about 10 to 20%. They wake up. Their wake up time is usually 6. Bedtime is usually around 10:10. Their peak productivity is early morning, and their habits are that they're early birds who may have difficulty maintaining social schedules at night. I feel like that is me, but we'll keep going. Bears are 50% of people. They wake up at sunrise, bedtime at sunset. Their peak productivity is about late morning, and their habits or energy cycles rises and falls with the sun. Then you have the wolf, which are equivalent to about 15 to 20% of people. Their wake up time is 8 a.m., bedtime is about 12. Peak productivity is midday and evening. Habits, night owls who stay up later and sleep later. Dolphin, they comprise about 10% of people. They wake up irregular, bedtime irregular, productivity late morning. Habits, they're late sleepers and may suffer from insomnia. So from that, I feel like I'm kind of a lion. What do you think?
Well, since you explained it all, probably more like a bear. I do kind of just go with like I don't have an alarm. I don't have alarms or nothing. I just wake up.
Kind of with the sun.
Yeah. I need to fix that because in the summer I wake up really early and I feel productive, and then once it's winter and there's no sun, I gotta make sure I.
Dude, that like seasonal depression shit is fucking real.
Yeah, I never realized how much it like really affected.
Yeah, it's so annoying because like I think me and Kayla I think it was Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday because I had to leave for the Kentucky on Friday. Mm-hmm. But I needed fucking potatoes because I was pre-cooking my meals to take. We had to go to Finley, and it was like 7 o'clock, and it was already getting dark. And I was like, bro,
it's awful. At work they keep the doors open at UPS, and I can literally just watch the sunset, and it's like 7. I'm like, I haven't even taken my break yet, and it's literally dark outside.
Yeah. It sucks. Like, I don't know. I like the sun. Like,
yeah, I do too.
That's why I think I want to move. Like, I want to bounce, because, like,
The weather's too much.
Yes. Like, I don't have a problem with snow for about a week. And then it's like, all right, this shit's getting too fucking much. Like,
that first snow where it's like, oh my God, it's all pretty and fluffy. And then
yes,
cars go by. Oh, it's gray and slushy and gross now.
Yep. And then it's like, oh, I have to get up and go to work. Or I have to get up and go to school. Or I have to get up and go do this. It's like, fuck this snow, dude. Like, can it just be 65?
65, partially cloudy.
Perfect.
5 miles an hour, breeze.
Perfect.
Yeah, I feel that too. West Coast weather is
beautiful. Well, it was funny because I always told Kayla, like, before we went to Arizona, she would always talk about the sunsets here. Like, oh, they're so pretty. And I was like, wait until we go to Arizona. Like, everyone talks about those West Coast sunsets. Like, they're beautiful. And she was like, how is it different? I was like, because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And she was like, wait, what? I was like,
so it'll be closer technically?
Yeah. So it like, just the way. And so when we got there, bro, it was fucking sick. Like, especially because in Arizona, everywhere you turn, there's mountains. So it's setting behind the mountains. And I was like,
picture perfect.
Dog, this is badass. Yeah. So she kind of, she saw what I was talking about, which I had never seen it before either, but so it was fucking sick to see.
Was it like, could you see like the purple and the blue and the red, orange? All?
Yep. And it was like the whole like side of that, the whole like.
Just you look that way, you look that way, and
the
you just
whole side of that sky was like that, yeah. And it was, like I said, it was setting behind the fucking
mountains.
The mountains, so you could see the mount. It was so sick. Yeah, it was fire. But let me read some. I want to see if I can find some funny shit to read. What should I look up? On X.
On X. No, call it Twitter.
Yeah, I know.
I'll see what I have on mine.
You got some funny. Yeah, give me some funny stuff to read.
Let's go to my liked. That might be a problem, but.
If you got any funny quotes or anything. While you're doing that, let me read some more serious shit real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to read some James Clear here. Number 1, focus on your likes, not your wants. You may not want to exercise, but you like how it makes you feel. You may not want to write, but you like the feeling of accomplishment. You may not want to wake up early, but you like the calm beauty of morning. Wanting is the desire you feel before doing something. Liking is the satisfaction you feel after doing something. Let likes guide you. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. 2, read, but don't just read. Read the best book you can find. Write, but don't just write. Write the best idea you can conceive. I feel like that's a good idea, but, I mean, if you write down all your ideas, you can then, choose which idea you have the best and then expand from that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, there are many ways to win in business, but there is one surefire way to lose. Run out of money. Entrepreneurship is a game of survival. I would know absolutely nothing about that.
It's true, though.
Makes sense. Like,
you gotta have. You gotta have something keeping you down to make you want to do something a lot of times.
Yeah.
At least for me, like, I don't know. Can't really find motivation out of nothing. But when shit gets tough, then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta do this. This isn't it.
Yeah.
That's the way I am.
Like, you feel pressure. Pressure motivates you.
Yeah. Once like there's pressure, then I'm like working at my best.
Yeah. Which I feel like there's some people that just can't deal with pressure.
It's like, it literally doesn't matter really.
Yeah.
You just have to either do something about it or you don't.
Yeah. I feel like I perform the best when there's pressure.
Yeah.
But
because then it goes back to like what we did last week or whatever. Because then, at least for me, when there's pressure and it's high, fast situation, like part of my brain shuts off and it's just, I'm flowing. You're just doing what your instincts are.
You need to do, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
And that can translate into being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, what can I do?
It's also, I think,
how do I monetize this?
Yeah, like it's also about like survival, like your ability to just change, like those companies that.
It's our best ability.
Yeah, those companies that were there before, like the internet and the phones and everything, and the same companies that are there after, like that just basically speaks to their ability to flow with the way things are going. Like, okay, we need to. This is how it's gonna be. Like everything's gonna be digital. We need to switch all this shit to digital right now, and then they do that, and then. So.
Yeah, they put resources into all that stuff, and the best ones plan a couple years ahead, or at least see the trends of what's happening. Mm-hmm. They pay attention to their competition and everything.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like, oh shit, like.
Even if it's someone small, being like, oh hey, this person's doing this. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. Let's see what they're doing, because let's let them fuck up or do something good, and then let's steal it. Happens to everything.
That's smart, yeah.
That's why you see, like, oh, this person's trying something, or this company's trying something new, and it's like, oh, that's awesome. A month later, it's like, oh, Google has their own version, Apple has their own version, Samsung has their own version.
Yep, that's true. That makes so much sense.
It's really just like, who's going to be the first person to take that step.
Take that risk, yeah.
Take that risk, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of times I feel like those have got to be fucking calculated risks, because you could fuck up your whole business. You know?
Well, that's why that's why there's buyouts in companies and stuff too, because they let this one little niche company do something, and then they're like, oh, we could buy that.
Right.
We could.
Well, and I feel like that's like at a certain point, like Apple and Google and saying like they don't. I mean, I'm sure they take risks, but they don't fucking need to take any risks now. They're the most massive companies in the world. Like, why the fuck would they take a risk? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, they don't need to.
Yeah. So they could just keep doing, and I'm sure like
their baseline is gonna be better than most people's.
Yeah.
Like best.
Right.
And then anything that they can just take or steal or.
Like you said, they just find a company that does what they do, and then they just buy it.
Yeah, like I mean, Facebook bought Instagram.
Yeah. And
now they have Snapchat stories on Instagram. They used to never have that, right?
Yep. No.
So now they have like Snapchat stories
or like the stories that are on the top.
Now Facebook has their own. I mean, they didn't buy it, but they made their own Twitter.
Yep. Yeah, and then now each one of them is like. Yeah, it's just I don't know.
But they easily, I guess they made their own Twitter. They could have made their own Instagram if they wanted to, but they're like, no, this is a really.
And then like the real thing, like not every.
The reels, yeah.
Not every, but they saw how.
TikTok made reels.
How probably addictive TikTok was.
That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. It took TikTok to make that step of, we're gonna do short form, we're gonna do videos again, like Vine. Yes. Which I guess really you could put it to Vine to bring TikTok to bring reels to Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's all starts from something. It took a long time to get here, but
yeah. But I just like, dude, the amount of people that are fucking addicted to that shit is crazy. Like me and Kayla were talking about this, and like I'll see people, like I'll hang out with people like all day, and literally all they do is just
go their phone
reels, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do that all day?
I'm starting to get like that too, where I'm like, I'll be in the car with somebody, and I'm like, I'll say something, and they're like, oh yeah. I'm like,
yeah,
say something back. Me saying something to you you have a thought go through your head. Just say whatever you're thinking, even if it doesn't really make sense. Like,
yeah, like, I don't know. That makes me. Yeah, I try not to do that. Like, usually I'm not on. I'm on my phone if I'm fucking at home by myself, not doing nothing. But it's like, if I'm around people, I'm usually never on my phone.
Me too.
Like, I'm not gonna put anyone on blast. I was going to, but
I was also going to.
But no, it's just like. But me and Kayla were talking about that the other day. I'm like, how the fuck do people just do that all day? Like literally for like 8 hours, they're just scrolling on reels or whatever the fuck it is. And she was like, imagine like there's some people that do, like wake up, do that all day, fall asleep, wake up and just continue to do that. I was like, how the fuck would you do that?
That's what I did for a while. I felt like shit.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I just couldn't fathom doing that. And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think, like, why do you think it's so hard? Like, why do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? Like, why do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think, like, why do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And she was like, yeah, like, how do you think it's so hard to, like, stay focused? And Well, and that kind of transitions me into another thing. Like, after my fight, my phone was blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, I had, like, 60 notifications on Facebook, like, 15 plus notifications on Instagram, like, 20 Snapchats, like, 10 texts, like, my whole phone was blown up.
Yeah.
And so I'm, like, trying to text all these people back, and it was kind of hard for me to focus on, like, anything. And Kayla was like, yeah, like, so why do you think they shouldn't have phones in school? I was like, yeah, that's... Because I made the comment, I said, you know how fucking hard it is? Like, I was like, this is so annoying. Like, this gives me anxiety. Like, having 5, 6, 7 people to talk to at one time. I was like, this fucking gives me anxiety.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I used to always, like, respond to people as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then anymore, I'm like that, if it was me, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to do one. I'm going to talk to this person, and then I'm just going to wait.
Yeah.
When I feel like it, I'm going to talk to the next person, which is hard for 60-plus people, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like...
But that's one thing I love about Carrie is that we didn't have our phones.
Yeah,
and
I think...
substitute teachers would come in all the time like, you guys are the best. Like, you guys pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, we're not even that good. We mess around a lot, but I couldn't imagine trying to teach with people having their phones in their hands.
Oh, God. Kayla comes home and she's like, it's so stupid.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's some people that, like this one kid, I don't know if I'm even allowed to talk about this, but...
There's no names.
Yeah, true. So there's a kid that's, like, legally allowed to have his phone because he has, like, a medical condition that requires him to have his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, anytime she'll yell at him for being on his phone, he'll be like, oh, I'm checking something for my...
Yeah.
And she'll be like,
You're
dude,
not.
I fucking saw you on Instagram. What are you talking about? But she's not allowed to do anything about it. She can't take his phone. She can't do, like...
Yeah.
So it's just... And they have rules in place, but most of them don't care. I was like, dude, that would be so hard to, like... Especially, like, dude, I don't think people realize, like, how addictive that shit is. Like, you get sucked into a reel, and then you're like, holy fuck, I've been doing this for an hour.
Yeah.
So...
TikTok is my weakness.
Yeah.
I like scroll through.
Yeah. TikTok is crazy. I try not to get on... Like, I don't even have TikTok downloaded.
I know a lot of people that go through that.
Like, it's too much, but... Do you find anything funny?
No.
No?
All my social media anymore isn't funny. It's literally just, like, motivational stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm like... So I just don't get on it. I just don't get on it unless I do get on it, and then it's like, oh.
All the funny shit that I have is, like, videos.
Yeah.
You know,
Most
like,
of the funny stuff I see is TikToks, which are, like, impossible to go back and find.
Yeah.
Because they take down all the funny ones.
I know.
Copyright them and shit.
This says... Okay, this is the last question I'll leave you guys with, then we'll bounce up out of here. Ask yourself this question 3 times and try to refine and improve your answer each time. What do I really want? That's pretty good. So, all you motherfuckers watching, ask yourself, what do I really want? Ask yourself at least 3 times a week. What do I really want? But, what do you got? You got anything for that?
No, I'll think about that. It's good advice.
Yes, sir. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Not off the top of my head.
No.
Maybe if we sat here for another hour, but...
Which is possible.
we could. No, we gotta...
We've already been here for an hour, but...
Hey, we're making good time.
I know.
Usually an hour and a half.
I know.
Oh, God.
But, alright. That's episode 50, y'all.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yep. Give me at least 50. Well, preferably more than that, but at least 50.
Let's get to 50. We'll think about the rest when we get there.
Yes, sir. But appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.